Hello YouTube, this is Pack It Away once again, and this is my rant. I've been watching a lot of YouTube lately, and probably too much YouTube lately, and once in a while I come across something that's really good, really sincere, honest, outstanding people who want to share ideas and things with you that's important to them and that may be important to you. But most of the time, guys, it's nothing but junk, but complete just nonsense going on. And I've been watching some TV lately, and the new shows out, and just looking around in my area, and watching the young people and what they do, and how they act, and I am totally disgusted. It's lack of better words. Let me start with this. There's a young gentleman at work that I work with. And every sentence out of his mouth, or the other sentence maybe, is the N-word. Oh, this went wrong, N-word. This went wrong, N-word. And I finally had enough, and I told him, I said, I don't accept that language around me. It's degrading. It's demoralizing. I don't like it. Please stop using that around me. And after that, he still slips here and there. He still says it, and slips up once in a while, but he'll apologize right away. He'll tell me, I'm sorry, and it's making him think. And that's the important part, to make him think. Now, I'm one person making him think about using that word. If he had another person, it would be two making him think about it. If he had 15 people saying this, just speaking up and saying, this is not acceptable, it would be 15. And eventually that behavior would change. Shouldn't have started in the first place. That is our generation's fault. We did that. We, as parents, failed our children. That's my opinion. For the most part, you got a world full of devices and communication devices, and all this technology going on around us, and I think it could come up on us way too quickly, and we really don't know how to handle it, or didn't, as parents, as we were raising our children, because I look at these young people today, and they are a lost generation. In my area, I don't know about yours, but in my area, drug use around here is so rapid, and it's not just pot or weed or cigarettes or anything like that. It is heroin. These kids are abusing heroin on a daily basis, and they're lost. They're completely lost, looking for something, I don't know what. But I think that something should have been instilled in them when they were younger, when they were small children. Maybe it's too late now. I don't know. Hopefully not. I hope they get the help they need. However, as I was saying, I think that's our fault, as my generation's fault. We kind of let things go. Things got a lot easier for us than it was for our parents, and we pass that along to our children. What I didn't have, you shall have. That sort of attitude, and I think that really did it in. We did wrong for the generation coming up, and now they're so lost. But it's not too late for us to offer them some guidance now that we're mature enough, we're old enough to know uh, what we were doing was wrong. Um, Hopefully, we've come to a point in our life where we know now. I know I do. Um, we need to get back to basics. You know, when I was growing up as a child, I came home from school. My mother was there. Supper was being cooked. The most important job in the world, in my opinion, is mother. Mothering your children. Things were so much simpler, so much easier. Um, and I think we let that slide on our children uh, with the discipline and the new technology. And every one of them has a phone and texting each other at 12, 11, and 10 and 9 years old. If you want to talk to somebody, pick the phone up and talk to them. Nothing wrong with technology if it's not abused. And that's what we're doing. We're letting our children abuse it. And it's not working. We need to get back to basic parenting. That means, and I know it can't always happen, because there are single mothers and there are single fathers, and I know it's not the perfect world. Believe me, I do. However, mom should be at home, if at all possible, raising the children. Dad, get off your butt and go to work. Period. If one job can't cut it, get two. There's nothing wrong with working over 40 hours a week if you have to make ends meet. Do whatever it takes to support your children and support your family. That's what fathers do. That's what they are there for. That's how they show their love to their children. Mom, watch your mouth. Keep your mom and dad. This is for mom and dad. We need to let our children know that this language coming out of their mouths is not acceptable, and we don't use it, and neither should they. Excuse me. Yes, this is a different world and there are different standards, but only because we let it get to this point. There's nothing wrong with the standards that my parents raised me with. You know, I never had a play date in my life. I come home from school, I changed my school clothes into my play clothes, I did my homework, I went outside, and I played until the streetlights came on. I knew to get home before that, or I would be punished. And it's that simple. It's basic parenting, and it worked. I'm not saying I'm the best there ever was, but I'm not a bad guy, and all it was simple parenting. They were right. We are wrong. What is a play date? What is that? I don't even know what that is. You give a kid a stick and a mud puddle, and you let them go play, and they love it. They couldn't be happier. We need to, as a society, in my opinion, just calm down, get back to basics. The technology is a great and wonderful thing, but we need to stop abusing it. And the language, guys, if we say it, our children are going to do it. We need to really, really stop and think about what we're saying. Your child looks to you as their guide, as their mentor. They are going to do as you do. Please be a good person, and your child will be a good person. It's really, really that simple. I know I keep going on and on and on about this, but I mean, it's just something that hit me. You know, kids need to talk to each other. They need to relate with each other. They need to play with each other. They don't need to be afraid of everybody. Every time I turn on the news, everybody in a white van is a horrible child molester. Yes, there are child molesters. There aren't any more child molesters now than there has ever been. It's just that now we have the technology to see them almost as it happens. But it doesn't. Don't look at the news and say that. Every time a white van pulls up and says, "Oh, hey, could you tell me where Charlie's bar is?" It's some guy trying to get a kid. I don't believe there's any more than there ever was. Now there are bad people. Your children need to be informed of that, but they don't need to be afraid of everybody and everything. They need to enjoy other people's company and interact with other people and to relate with other people, not to shy from them and not even learn how to talk in public or speak to somebody unless they're typing it into a phone. It's not working. We need to straighten out our parenting skills and get back to basic parenting, where you are rewarded for good behavior and you are punished for bad behavior. And hopefully, if there's young people watching this, young parents watching this, please don't listen. Don't do it the way your parents did it. Do it the way it's supposed to be done. Just love your children and teach them right from wrong and show them through example what right and wrong is. And let's get this thing straightened out, and this horrible mess we have put ourselves in back to a basic mother, father, children lifestyle, and let's raise some decent, good kids that with moral standards. Anyway, that's my rant. Sorry about keep going on and on and on, but this is something that's really eating at my soul, and I wanted to share it with you all. Thanks for listening. This is Pack It Away signing off.